Last time in the Premier League, 6 results correct, no scores unfortunately, but getting over half the results right, I guess I'll take it. There's only 2 rounds left. There are some games at the start of next week that will I'll look at and I'll cover them on shorts. I'm not going to do it in this video because it doesn't belong to this round, it belongs to previous rounds through postponements, but yeah, heading into the final week then, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm recording this on the Thursday evening. Villa haven't yet played, so they could have overturned a 4-2 deficit against Olympiacos and be going into the Conference League final. They may not be, so I don't know the result of that yet, but I don't really think it matters too much to these fixtures. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the predictions. Fulham against Man City looks pretty simple to me. I mean, I can't see Fulham being the team to derail City's season. I think that may come in the week with City away at Spurs, a fixture that they really do struggle with. But for this one, away at Fulham, I think they'll win it comfortably 3-0, which will really help that goal difference swing against Arsenal as well. Bournemouth against Brentford. I think, Brentford have done well again to survive. Bournemouth have had an excellent season, and their aim now is to finish in the top half, which would be brilliant. They're currently there. Can they finish there? Well, I think they can give themselves a very good chance with a 2-1 win over Brentford. Everton against Sheffield United. These two sorted. Everton are safe. Sheffield United relegated. I think Everton will still go out and get the win, so I'll go 1-0. Newcastle against Brighton, interesting one, but I think with Newcastle really going for that 6th spot now, they are obviously in 6th, but they will want to clinch it. They've got a chance with, Brighton being the game, and Brighton very hard to read, but not great away from home this season. So Newcastle to win 2-1. Spurs against Burnley now. This is interesting. Burnley currently sit 5 points off safety behind Forest, and Burnley have much worse goal difference. So Burnley really need to win both, with Forest losing both. Now, the last game of the season is Burnley v Forest, so if Burnley win this and Forest lose their game this weekend, it really could just be a shootout on the final day. Whoever wins stays up. If it's a draw, it would favour Forest. But Spurs don't really have anything to play for. They can get top 4, but they'd need to win all 3 with Villa losing both their games. I don't see it happening. Spurs have been in very poor form. I will go for a shock here. Burnley to win 2-1, maybe just because of that narrative, but it would make an exciting end to the season. West Ham against Luton. Luton 3 points off safety with worse goal difference. West Ham, they can go for Europe, but they're going to need a lot of favours and to win their remaining games. And they've got City on the final day, so I don't see that happening. This is very important for Luton. Away from home, they haven't got too many wins this season, and that's the reason I think they'll get something, but not all the 3 points they crave. So a 1-1 draw. Wolves against Palace now. Wolves went for a brilliant period, then they kind of knew that they were safe, went on the beach for a bit. They had a lot of injuries, mainly to their front 3 players, so you can understand why they struggled. I don't think Wolves are going to be causing too many problems for Palace. Palace are in brilliant form, and I've got a feeling they'll carry that on with a 2-1 win here. Forest against Chelsea is the final game on Saturday. Forest, obviously, a win would take them to safety, but can they get it? Well, Chelsea are in good form as well. They battered West Ham last week. I've got a feeling that Chelsea will just get over the line. If Forest draw, it relegates Burnley pretty much because of the goal difference. Even if Burnley go and win against Spurs and beat Forest, it's going to be pretty much impossible for them to stay up. So Forest, a win keeps them safe. A draw relegates Burnley. I don't think they'll get either though. I'll go for an exciting 3-2 win for Chelsea. Man United against Arsenal. United are absolutely awful at the moment. Fernandes was missing in the last game and they lost 4-0 to Palace. And I know Palace have been in good form, but United are very poor and they're currently sitting 8th. They're probably going to finish 8th. It's been an awful season for Man United. They are in a cup final, but I can see them getting smashed in that too. Arsenal, they need to win all their remaining games, and then if City manage to drop points in one of them, Arsenal will probably win the league, but it will be tight on the goal difference. I think Arsenal will hold up their end of the bargain with a 2-0 win here and take it to the final day. Villa against Liverpool. This one's tough because Villa, by the end of the weekend, they might need the point, but I'm not sure how much they need the points because Spurs realistically aren't going to jump ahead of them for 4th. So 4th place is key. Villa do play on Thursday, well today as of recording, and this is on the Monday, so they've got a bit of recovery time. Liverpool not really playing for anything either. They're guaranteed 3rd now. So I know Liverpool will want the good send-off for Klopp. They've been a bit hit and miss recently. I've got a feeling this one is a draw, so I'll go 1-1 for Villa v Liverpool. So those are my predictions for the 37th round of the Premier League. Don't forget to check out in the week. I think there's 3 games. They will all be uploaded, my predictions will, on Shorts. So check those out and make sure to get involved in those comments on my Shorts with your predictions. Get involved down below as well. Do you think maybe, Burnley will survive past this weekend, or will they be relegated? Luton could even be relegated this weekend. Do you think either of the top 2 will slip up in that title race? It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but I think a lot of the games that involve the teams at the top are fine. They're pretty easy to guess. The bottom, probably the same. You'd expect Forest to lose to Chelsea. You'd probably expect Burnley to lose to Spurs as well, but I've went completely opposite on that one. So it's going to be a good weekend. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.